Hi, everybody. This is Sharik Zuffer coming at you from Facebook DC in our Facebook DC studios. And I'm very excited today to have my friend and guest, Zainab Khan, who is the founder and executive director of the Muslim American Leadership Alliance. Very excited to have you here today, Zainab.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit about, we're working on a very cool project with Mala. Facebook and Mala are working on a very cool project. We'll get into that in a second. But before we get into that, tell us a little bit about the alliance, Mala. Why, what was the genesis of it?
Absolutely. So we started Mala back in 2015, and it was a group of our co-founders. We started the organization in Chicago, and it really was, and it still is, grassroots. Figuring out, where do our voices belong? Where are our stories? Where are our narratives? How are we being featured in the media? And there were so many incredible community leaders within our own networks that we felt were not being given the credit that they deserved and the recognition that they deserved. So we started by just simply starting a project called Muslim American Journeys. What are each one of our journeys? You know, Muslim Americans are the most broadest demographic in the United States. Right. And unfortunately, they're often put into a monolith. And we really wanted to showcase the vibrancy of Muslims that we knew in Chicago: Bosnians, Iranians, Turks, Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi, Ethiopian, Somalian. There was just such a beautiful melting pot of people within our networks. And all of us had different walks of life and journeys and experiences.
Right.
So we started by sharing our stories. And our first flagship partnership was with StoryCorps.
Cool, very cool.
Which is really cool because that's where we started actually our oral history project, which is collecting, archiving, and preserving the narratives of Muslim Americans. Mm-hmm. And now, to date, we have over 600 stories that have been collected and featured into the Library of Congress and the American Folklife Center.
That's great. Well, so why is storytelling so important, especially now? Is there a particular reason why this type of initiative is important now?
Absolutely. I think storytelling right now is what grounds us, what brings us together, what creates social cohesion, especially in a climate that could be, socially or politically toxic or socially and politically polarizing. We found that storytelling is a very powerful way to bridge gaps. And this isn't just about what my journey is or what your journey is or what our experiences are. With Mala overall, what we were able to show is people of mixed heritages, people that are first generation to fourth generation, people who are converts, people who are reverts. And quite frankly, what that does is it humanizes us and it shows the true beauty of America, which is diversity, and it's about human connectivity.
Yeah, what I like about it is that you tell these very specific stories about individuals and you get hyper, focused on specific about their personal journey. But by doing so, it becomes almost like, very universal because people can sort of see themselves.
Absolutely.
Regardless of what their religious background is or if they even have a religious background.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, Sharik, there's people that are coming through all different walks of life. We're in a globally connected society, and what keeps us together is our heritage, our stories, and our shared experiences. There was this one particular story I remember of this young woman who shared her story as a Bosnian refugee, but she was like, in her story, she discusses, well, because I'm blonde-haired, blue-eyed, nobody looks at me like a refugee. And it was very fascinating because we posted that story on Facebook, and underneath it, there were probably like hundreds of comments of young refugees, immigrants in America that were like, well, this is my story too.
That's terrific. I mean, that's one of the reasons we built this platform, is to capture, these types of stories. And, this idea of building community means that you have a platform that can really capture and people can share their stories. So you mentioned Facebook. Do you guys use Facebook? Is it relevant to you all?
It absolutely is. We have over 23,000 followers.
Wow.
And likes on Facebook, all organic. And we actually used Facebook as a medium to share the stories even before our website launched in 2014.
Wow.
So this is, this has been, Facebook has been a very powerful tool for us to connect, share our stories, and we get storytellers from all across the United States that click submit their story or go on our website or even comment, please reach out to me. I'd love to be a part of this also. I want to record my story with Mala and StoryCorps. Now, moving on from stories, we also do events.
Yeah.
That's where we started pulling some of the really cool concepts that we have for events and programs was through the stories that we featured. And now we publicize all of our events are on Facebook. We create a Facebook event, and it really disseminates. People learn word of mouth because we're still grassroots. It's a community-focused organization, and we do events in Chicago, New York, and Washington, D.C. And one that's coming up here is at Facebook called Muslims in Tech.
Yeah, and this is, we're very excited about this event. We're going to do it later this fall, and we're super, super pumped that we're doing it with Mala. This is not the first Muslims in Tech event that you've done.
This came from a series that we started, which was very successful. We did it in Chicago, we did it in New York, and now we're doing it in Washington, D.C., and it's titled Muslims in Tech. And it's really to showcase the diversity and the contributions of so many incredible Muslim American leaders and movers and shakers and innovators and entrepreneurs and civic leaders that are also part of the tech world. And these are our role models. These are our community leaders, and they all have such a fascinating career trajectory. And the first time we did this event in Chicago, it was sold out. We did it at 1871, which is like a startup hub, and we had
Very cool.
really awesome turnout of entrepreneurs of all different backgrounds, because who doesn't want to learn and connect and network and grow?
Right.
That's really also a service that our programs provide, is that people from all different backgrounds can come. But we're very excited about Muslims in Tech because it really shows how Muslim Americans are innovators, leaders, creators, and really have changed the game in technology here in the United States.
Well, look, we're super excited to be partnering with Mala on this event. We're going to be doing it later this fall in October here at Facebook DC. And if people are interested or want to attend, they can get in touch with you, connect with you guys on your Facebook page.
Facebook.com/Mala National.
Well, look, thank you so much for coming in today. I'm really, really excited to be working with you and your team. They're fantastic, and this event I think is going to be great. I can't thank you enough. And everybody, if you want to learn more, check out Mala, the Muslim American Leadership Alliance. Zainab Khan, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much, Sharik. It's a pleasure.